Let's go, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's been weeks without Retro Survivor, but we are here. We are here. Slaughter the fattened calf. The prodigal son has returned. We're back. So, guys, the reason for the absence, if you follow me on X, I took my fam to Disney World. Actually, let me get this straight. I want to start off this premiere lying. My family took me to Disney World. I've never been. My wife dragged me, somewhat against my will, and I ended up going. But listen, I don't think I'm a Disney guy. The rides, let me talk about my experience for a second while everybody's coming in. Hey, take your shoes off, get comfortable, sit on the couch, have a good time. We got a good show today. But let me tell you about my Disney World experience. First of all, we went at the wrong time of year. We went the last week of July, first few days of August. And bro, 158 degrees outside. So hot. Dude, and then I'm the type guy, I got a little bit of social anxiousness to me. Like I'm the type, you put me in a crowd, like the temperature of my skin is going to just get more warm. It's just going to get warmer. So I'm already pitting because I got the social anxiety. It's 157 degrees outside. There's no shade at Magic Kingdom. So went at the wrong time of year, but I got to say this. I have nothing bad to say about the rides. Every ride I was on, had a blast. Had a fantastic time. Guardians of the Galaxy ride, awesome. Avatar ride, awesome. What's some more? Rock and Roller Coaster, awesome. Slinky Dog Dash, awesome. Like I had some great rides, bro. Good rides. It's just a little too many people for me. One, if I went at a different time of year, that would be good. But dude, when I walk somewhere and I feel like I'm touching 5 people at all times, dude, I don't see how other people do it. I was using my baby stroller to part the waters in front of me just to make a little leeway so I can make a path. Dude, it was insane. Insane how many people. I don't think I've ever seen that many people at one time in one place. Dude, it was crazy. Did an after hours day one day. Now that was the move. That's the move. 1/4 the amount of people did all the rides at this park at Hollywood Studios in like an hour and a half. Dude, that they give you free stuff. I mean, you pay for it with your ticket, obviously. Obviously, you're not getting nothing free at Disney. So you pay for it with your ticket, but you get like free ice cream and, popcorn and drinks and stuff as you walk around. Dude, that was the vibe. Left the kid at home with the grandparents. Dude, that was the vibe. I had a good time. That made up for the whole trip. But here's the thing. The only reason I went, I'm going to spend time with my family. However, the main reason that I went is because my wife said that she's going to be busy at the conference, which was kind of the whole reason we were going. She had a work conference there. And I could go to Super Nintendo World by myself, and I've never been. And as a retro gamer, I want to go to Super Nintendo World. So I was like, dude, bet, let's go. And I got a little clip coming out tomorrow. I'm going to post a YouTube short tomorrow about my experience at Super Nintendo World. But that's how she hooked me into it and reined me into it. But anyway, that was the reason for the hiatus. One, we're in between seasons, so it takes a little bit to get the show going. Two, I'm taking the fam out to Disney, bro. But we're back. Guys, I got a lineup for you. I am so excited about this lineup. I think we have 14 games. 14 games? Bro, what? The lineup just gets crazier every season. The lineup gets more stacked every single season. But if you guys remember, we ended season 4 with you guys deciding what is going to be the next theme. I put it on you guys because I'm just that kind of host. I let you guys decide what the theme's going to be. I basically let you guys decide everything in the show. And you guys had a choice. I can't remember the choices. I've slept since then. I think it was Yu-Gi-Oh! Like every Yu-Gi-Oh! Game across consoles. Super Nintendo racing games because there's plenty of those. What else was it? Something else. There was a third option. Fourth option, indie games. But it's like, retro games. All released recently. So that was your options. You voted. Here we are having an indie edition of Retro Survivor. And we are about to, I see you guys popping off in the chat, and I really do appreciate it. I'm about to respond to them. Electric, what's up? Electric in the chat. I just sneak peeked and saw that. He says, what's up, Philip? Disney was good, I'm hearing. Dude, it was really good. The rides were good. Food was mid, got to be honest. Rides were awesome. I cannot talk about how much I love the rides. Good family pictures. Trying to stay on the positives here. They nail a vibe. And dude, you cannot, okay, listen. You can't put a price on a good vibe. And they nail the vibe. There was this one place, I think it's called Woody's Roundup. Somebody could correct me. So everybody's dressed up as Woody or like little cowboy toys. I don't know. And dude, everything is just up to the gills in Toy Story stuff. And then the little speaker comes on and it's like blah blah blah, like a little bit of a story. Andy's coming. And then all the wait staff freeze into place because Andy's here and you got to act like a toy. So, dude, they know how to make a vibe. So the food was mid at all these restaurants, but the vibe was there. They know how to make a vibe. Rides were good, vibes were good, just too hot. Got to go to a different time of year, and then too many people. Dude, I think, boomer complaint, incoming, I think that everything is overpriced. I think there are so many overpriced things in 2026. Like there's no need that we pay as much as we do for the things in which we buy. There's just no need for it. However, if I became president or king of the world, whatever, here's what I would do. If there's anything I'm going to upcharge, it's going to be the price to go to Disney. Because we got to stop so many people. I want everybody to enjoy it, don't get me wrong. However, or we just got to put a cap at the gate or something. There's just too many people. Too many folks. I'm bumping into everybody. I feel bad. I'm like, excuse me, sorry. But then I'm like, I'm existing. Why am I sorry for existing? I'm walking here. So it was just, I don't know. It was crazy. But man, Disney was good. It was good quality time with the fam. That's what it's all about. However, we could have had good quality time here out in the pool or at a splash pad or something. Anyway, Michael B says, well, another season, another Buster reference. Did I make a Buster reference? My bad. Electric says, the heels are up to here running this stream. My boy DDR says, this guy, gatekeeping Disney. I don't know about gatekeeping Disney. We need somebody to keep the gate. That's what I'm saying. Somebody like, we're at 300,000 people instead of 500,000 people. So we're going to stop it right here. It just felt like that's how many people were there. Like, dude, I'm wanting to enjoy it. So I'm like, hey, Bailey, that's my wife's name. Hey, Bailey, let's go in this shop. I kind of, those shirts are nice. Let me get me a shirt for, a souvenir for my trip. And then I look in the glass and people are packed in there like sardines. I'm like, you know what? I don't want a shirt anymore. I'm good. Or we'd be walking by, somebody's eating some Mickey ice cream or whatever. I'm like, dude, let me get me a scoop of chocolate Mickey right here. That looks good. Walk to the place they're selling it, lines out the door. I'm like, I don't want any ice cream. I don't want anything anymore. Like, it's just too many people. Personal opinion. But this is also coming from somebody, like I said, you put me in a crowd, my skin starts getting warm. So that's probably me. Everybody else is good with it, it seems like. So that's a personal thing. Personal preference. The after hours day made up for everything. It was 1/4 the crowd. Got to hang out with my wife, ride some rides. It was good. Can't expect 5-star meals for the thousands of people that enter Disney every day. It's good for what it is. Vibe is 11 out of 10, though. Helps it out. Yeah, dude, they know how to nail a vibe, and you can't put a price on a good vibe. I've been saying that forever. All right, man, I'm so glad to see everybody here. We're at the time. I'm about to unveil the lineup for this season. Guys, this is crazy. Are you ready? Let's do this. Here we go. The lineup for Indie Edition of Retro Survivor looks something like so. We got, look at all these names. Look at all these games. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. We're about to call an audible here because I wanted 14 games, and I was kind of iffy on putting a DX on there. So we're going to take that off. So we're going to go with 14 games. 14 games. Here we go, though. Tierscape, Shrine's Legacy, Dungeon. I don't even know how to say this, but I played it, and I had an absolute blast with this game. It's like a throwback to... If you like Final Fantasy for the Super Nintendo, you will absolutely love this game. Antiqua? I don't know. Japanese developer. Awesome game. I wanted to go back and play the original one or the first one, and I have not done it yet. Had a blast with that one. And the short that I made for that, I made a video about it, like a review. Didn't do so well. The short did, though. So Windswept is basically 2026 Donkey Kong Country. Like it is Donkey Kong Country through and through. It's like Yuka Play or whatever the heck it's called, redid Banjo Kazooie. Like it's that beat for beat with Donkey Kong Country. It's awesome. But it, brought it to the new era. Windswept, great game. Had a blast with it. And then some things you're like, man, I know Donkey Kong Country is basically a perfect game. I get that. But if you had to add some things, you're like, this would make it even better. Windswept has it. Dude, I could talk about it. Now, here's my favorite. Here's my pick to win. Dude, I have not been impressed with an indie game like I have Look Outside. Dude, Look Outside, it captured something so many games don't. Like, dude, it was one of them where it's a work night, and I'm like, I got to see what happens next. I got to keep playing it. Like, I know I'm tired. I know I got to get up at 7, but I'm here. We're doing it. Like, it's just, I'm going to talk more about it, so I don't want to give too much away. But it is a horror, not a cozy. It is a horror RPG. The pixel, all these are basically pixel art because they're retro games. But dude, it's just something is happening outside. And then cosmic horror by itself is really hard to do. Cosmic horror is like something you don't understand that's bigger than yourself. That's just super hard to do. A lot of people try to do it. Hardly ever done right. This is, hey, something's going on outside. We don't know what it is. We just know if you look outside, you turn into something. So don't do it. So then the whole time you're like, what's going on outside? I kind of want to look outside, but I see what everybody's turning into. What is it? And then there's always that, are people lying to me? How bad is it outside? Are these people, then it goes to the whole thing. It's, have they looked outside? Are they about to turn into something? I don't really know. Do I trust them? And it goes on a whole, there's multiple endings to it. Love Look Outside. Quartet's a little bit different. Quartet is 4 RPGs woven into one story. So basically it follows one character and you have this whole little narrative arc and then it ends. And then you have another character, a whole other narrative arc. You find out their whole backstory and it ends. And you do that 4 different times. And eventually you get to the final piece of it, or the 4th character. And then at the 4th character, all 3 of them blend together and they all meet. And then you have the final, story with all 4 of them. So it makes you really care about 4 different characters going into the final narrative. So instead of you saying, well, everybody else is an NPC or they're a secondhand character besides, my one person, this is, you really dive deep on the 4 different individuals and then their whole party. Now, it's a very interesting way of doing it. That's the whole reason that's called Quartet, 4 people. Retro Rewind, I've talked about this one, I think multiple episodes before on Retro Survivor. This one, you are basically, if you remember Blockbuster in its heyday, if you remember back in the early 2000s, back in the 90s, if you remember going to a video store, renting a game, renting a movie, and you just are so nostalgic for that, do I have a game for you? You get to run one of those stores. Ton of fun. I think that's going to be the game that I play today on stream. So we'll play that together. And then you just get to customize it, make it how you want. And that's always fun. Colossus Eternal Bright RPG as well. I got a bunch of those on here. That just seems to be a fan favorite. That one's probably my newest one. I just put on the channel last week. That one is, what's different about it is that it's more grounded. So instead of, and I said this in a review, but instead of defeating the big Doom King or, fulfilling your destiny and all that, you start off with, I'm just trying to show my brother that I'm not a loser. Like, I'm just trying to live up to family expectations. And dude, that's something that's not really explored a whole lot because I can, what's the word? I can relate to that. Most people can relate to that. Most people can't relate to being a prince of a king that's got this great destiny to defeat the overlord and all that. So like, that's, there's something about that, you're calling to a challenge and it's got this heroicism, but this is very relatable. But then you find out not everybody is who they say they are. And I'll just leave it at that. Not everybody is who they say that they are. So it takes there's a big bad at the end and it takes a turn into a typical narrative, but it starts out a lot more grounded and I enjoy that. Gun Droid is Contra 3. If you like Contra 3 on the Super Nintendo, this is the modern version of that. Blast with that game. Awesome game. Cast and Chill, probably the most views of all my indie reviews. Apparently, a lot of people like that, or they just enjoyed my take on it, one of the two. But it is a pixel art fishing game. And what's really fun about that is that there is a lot of retro fishing games out there. I mean, not any hunting games unless you get to like the Wii era, the PS2, but man, Cast and Chill, really good game. That's probably going to be one of the finalists that might go head up with Look Outside. And actually, they're making a Wild and Chill. So they're making a hunting version, which I'm really stoked about because, like I said, they don't make that many pixel art hunting games. I see you guys popping off in the chat. I don't have the chat up on this screen because it would just be absolute chaos with my face and all these games. I will get to it. I will respond, I promise. Day of Drift, it's like an arcade drifting racer game. It's in third person. It kind of, if you remember Micro Machines, think that. Think Micro Machines, modern Day of Drift. Neon Heart City is a point and click cyberpunk adventure. That's something I really want to stretch my legs on because I have never enjoyed cyberpunk, really. Like, I've just never been into that aesthetic. And point and click, I just never grew up on point and click games. So I really wanted to get my feet wet with a point and click adventure. And this was cyberpunk, so it was just a little bit different. And I was like, you know what? Let me not get my comfort zone. Let me really stretch my legs and do something I'm not used to doing. And I want to figure out what point and click games are about because I know that they have their audience. I know they have their crowd and people really like them. So let me dive in. It was a pretty good story. I don't think the point and click mechanic really sold to me, but I enjoyed the story of it. And if I enjoy the story of any game, I'm going to like the game, whether the controls are for me or for not. If I like the story, I like the game. You play games to, put yourself in a story most of the time anyway. Chronicles of the Wolf, this is the only one that's not on my channel. However, I did play it a lot. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's like Castlevania because that doesn't tell you a whole lot. And there's a million games that redo Castlevania. But it does take from that. But instead of a vampire overlord like Dracula, it's a werewolf. But it's got a lot of Castlevania vampire-like aesthetic to it. But it is a werewolf that is terrorizing this town. And you have to platform your way and talk to people and find weapons. And you end up finally fighting the wolf. So Chronicles of the Wolf, highly anticipated game this past year. Never made it to my channel because I played it. I can't remember what come up. I don't know. Something come up in my personal life that I didn't have time to create the video until like weeks later. And I'm like, well, it's no point now. Easy Delivery Company is more of a PS1 style graphic. So not normally, normally go the NES, SNES era. This was a PS1 type graphic, but it just, talk about a vibe. It was like Animal Crossing and put together Animal Crossing with PS1 graphics with a whodunit, with a mystery. And then, you got the main thread line in the game, which is you have to make all these different deliveries and you get to pick which delivery route you want to go on and you make money and you spend money to buy different things. So there's that whole through line, but the vibe is a whodunit, Animal Crossing community, PS1 graphic style. If that doesn't sell you on the game, then I don't know what will. Ton of fun with that game. So that's who we got. Let me go to the chat. Chat, man, you guys are popping off. I appreciate it. Let's see. Whoa, I'm way behind. Here we go. DDR says, I'm not good with being cheek to cheek with others. I got you. Yeah, I'm not good with that either. Michael B says, got to play the game if you want to ride the ride, waiting in lines. Yeah, dude, we had fast passes, going back to our conversation with Disney. We had fast passes for everything, and this is going to sound spoiled and pretentious, and I totally get that. But my wife was really great in getting all the fast passes or express lanes or lightning lane, whatever the heck they're called. Even then, it was pretty difficult because it's just really hot. You got to fight your way through a crowd to get to the front of the line. I cannot even imagine. My brain cannot fathom not having express lanes or fast passes or whatever they're called. My brain can't even compute it. And that's probably because, I'm with a family. especially I'm carrying like he's 9.5 months old. He's 10 months now, but 9.5 month old. He's breastfed, so we have to tote around a cooler with breast milk, and then a stroller, and then his diaper bag, and our backpacks. I'm the pack mule, so the pack mule fighting through the crowd in the heat, and then waiting 2.5 hours in line or 2 hours in line for a ride. I just can't even. My brain can't even fathom it. Sure, if I was in college and I was broke, I totally like yes. I remember those days. I'd have nothing in college. I had no money to my name. Dude, I was counting up nickels to go to Taco Bell. That's where I was at. That's just me being transparent with you. So I totally get that, like saving a dollar. But now, as an adult, carrying 6 bags in the heat, can't even fathom it. I went to Universal without lightning lanes. Brother. Super Nintendo World, the, oh my gosh, Minecart Madness, 120-minute wait. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I want to ride this ride so dang bad because I love Donkey Kong. So dang bad. I just can't justify it. I can't stand here for 2 hours. 2 hours, bro. You're asking a lot of me. That is a full feature-length movie that I could watch standing in line for a 90-second ride. There's nothing in me that can justify that experience. I mean, it could be the most euphoric ride ever and the most nostalgic ride and have all the little things from the game. Doesn't matter. I can't justify that. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. That might have sounded spoiled. And, I am a little bit more blessed in life than I was in college, and if you don't get express passes, more power to you. Honestly, I could probably, if it wasn't 2 hours, if we're down to an hour, 45 minutes, and the weather was cooler if I went in the wintertime, sure. Because, I'm definitely not a rich man, for sure. Okay. JRPG, Look Outside will make a killer stream. DDR, I agree with that. Dude, Look Outside would make a really good stream because I would be asking you guys, hey, should we trust this person? Do we let them inside? Do we let them into the apartment? And do we let them out? Guys, do I need to fight this person? I mean, what are we thinking? Have they looked outside yet? Do they look like they're growing a third arm? Do we need to check them, frisk them? What we got going on? Should I look outside or should I not? Should I go and then the whole thing is you get more, I can't remember if it's XP or you get something more the longer you're outside of your apartment in the apartment complex at night. So it's like, okay, guys, are we watching a movie and just letting this thing ride out? Or are we just staying inside the apartment and playing some video games and letting this thing and whoever survives, I got enough food in here, we're chilling? Or do I need to go explore? Do I need to make deals with somebody and get weapons? Or are they about to just swindle me? There's just all these different decisions, countless decisions. And then you're wondering what the heck's going on in the world. And then there's multiple different endings. And you got the horror element where it's like, I might jump out and get a little crazy on stream. So you got that part of it. Dude, that would make a really good stream. I would assume we will get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. We'll play it at some point on Retro Survivor, I would imagine. I'm not very current in the indie scene. I've heard of 4 of these. Bro, watch the channel, Electric. You basically just told me you don't watch my videos. All of these are on my channel, Electric. Come on now. I see a lack of certainly legally distinct action-adventure platforming games set on a meteoroid. Makes sense, though, because it would sweep the competition. I'm going to assume you're talking about Hollow Knight. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, is it really a point to putting something that's clearly going to win in a competition? Have you guys seen me put Super Mario World or Donkey Kong Country or Super Metroid? Have you seen me do that on normal Super Nintendo Retro Survivor? No, because that wouldn't be any fun. Obviously, Super Metroid's going to win. Obviously, Mario's going to pull it out. Who's not going to vote for, Super Mario Kart? It's just, that's no fun. We got to put games that are somewhat even, and all these are on my channel. They're all retro. I would say, there is a competition. It sounds like Look Outside is the favorite. However, I think if I play a few of them in front of you, things might change. They might change. Because Easy Delivery Company, I think when you guys see that, you're like, okay. And then if you're a fan of Donkey Kong Country and you watch Windswept and you see what it's got to offer, And then Cast and Chill has the most views, I think, out of all of these on my channel. So apparently a lot of people like that one. So it might win it all. I think these are more close than you realize. Cast and Chill, Marky D's little brother. Dude, I think I don't know which game's better. Both of them are great games. Cast and Chill, I had a ton of fun with. Dude, it's so relaxing. Like the whole vibe of the game is so relaxing. Dude, I love that game. I need to go back and play it. I'm sure I will on stream. Marky D is alive and well. His spirit has been indwelt in Cast and Chill. So Cast and Chill is going to go far. I'm streaming Wild and Chill on Thursday. Oh, dude, Retro, I gotta join that, Rob. That's awesome. Dude, I'm somebody help me out on this. Somebody help me out. I'm kind of halfway in between. When a new game, somebody let me know. I'm actually asking. When a new game comes out and it has a demo, do I make a video on it right then? Or do I wait till it's full access on Steam? Because I feel like a lot of people make videos of it when the demo comes out. And so then when I make one on full release, it's like, okay, well, everybody already knows about it. They've seen about it. They know because we've got videos for months now on the demo and it's got a lot of gameplay. But to me, it's like, that's not the whole game. And I feel like the devs would want me to play the full game before I gave an opinion on it. So it's just one of those things. It's like, do I want to be like everybody else and beat the rush? Or do I want to be, I don't want to say honest because that makes other people seem dishonest, but do I want to have integrity with myself and giving it a full chance before I give my unfiltered opinion on it? So it's just one of those things where it's like, I want to play the demo for Wild and Chill. So full circle here. I want to play the demo for it. However, I want to play it on full release. I don't know. I don't know where I stand on that. But anyway, I will check out your stream Thursday, hopefully. It's on my calendar. And the third man has arrived. Rob said he's here. Let's see. Just wish listed. Look outside. It looks awesome. Dude, I'm telling you, I do this. I say, I just said I do this for a living. I make $0. Yeah, so I do this for a living, right? So I make these videos for a living. But there's every once in a while where I'm like, my personal people need to know about this game. That's how good this game is. And I'm looking at this list. I think 3 of these games, 4 of them, I have personally said, hey, you got to check this out to some of my buddies. Like, this is a really good game. And there was one game on this list. I'm a kind of throw Cast and Chill. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me say what I'm going to say. Look outside to one of my buddies that plays retro games. He plays indie games. He's just a big gamer. Like, he games all the time. And I looked at him. I'm like, listen, if you don't hear anything else I say, download Look Outside. Do yourself a favor. You're going to have a blast. It's going to be $9.99. I think right now, actually, it's on sale for $4.99. I'm not a salesman for them. I've never even talked to that developer. Whatever. Don't care. I think it's $4.99 right now. So like, now's the time to get it if you're going to get it. Anyway, I'm telling one of my buddies, I'm like, do yourself a favor, get this game. You're going to report. And then not only that, report back to me when you played it. Because I want to hear if you had the same awesome experience that I had. If you stayed up late playing it, not trusting everybody, did you have the paranoia that I had? Is everybody lying to me? Are things actually happening out there in the universe? Or is this just all a ruse to get me to stay inside? I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of elements to that game. Please download it. Report back to me. I did that with Retro Rewind. This same friend, I was like, hey, Retro Rewind, you remember the days of Video Giant? So Video Giant was like our Blockbuster in this small town. I'll get to that eventually, or you can check out my review about it. I talk about it a little bit. And then Cast and Chill, I told the same friend about. I think I mentioned Tearscape to him. There's 3 or 4 games, like when it gets to, it's so good, I have to tell the people in my personal circles, like, hey, check it out. You're not going to regret it. So when it reaches that upper echelon of games where it's so good, I want to tell the people around me, that's when it's a good game, a great game. So Retro Rewind told this same person, Cast and Chill, I think I mentioned Tearscape, but look outside. I was like, I'm gonna watch you down. I'm gonna look over your shoulder. I'm gonna watch you download it. And then I'm gonna call you tomorrow to hold you accountable that you've played it. And I want you to report back to me. That's how much I like Look Outside. But again, some of that is personal preference. This is a show where you guys vote. A lot of that is personal preference. I enjoy the art style. I enjoy cosmic horror. I like not like, let's see, blood and guts, that kind of like just torture horror or whatever. Like I like a mystery horror, synth heavy, like old school stuff. Like I enjoy that. I think it's fun. That's a personal thing with me. So you might have a different taste, and all of you might be like, this game's crap. You oversold it. Never listening to you again. A lot of it's personal. I do get that. However, please download it. It's a good one. I make no commission off saying that. I'm just telling you because it's a good game. Okay. Let me catch up on this chat, and then we're going to do some gameplay. I'm actually going to play a game in front of you. I know I'm taking way too long, but you guys are saying a lot in the chat. I want to respond to you because I do this to hang out. Let's see. Sanity goes down or something like that. You're right, DDR. If you go outside the room, your sanity goes down, which makes everything else more difficult. Sanity meter. I remember that. So you cannot explore without resting every so often. Yep. DDR, it's all coming back to me, brother. Michael B says, Jake. Not talking about Hollow Knight. D-Make 86. D-Make 86. Oh, you're talking about the one that you just streamed on your channel. Come on, camera, follow me. The one you just streamed is a kind of a, it's like Super Metroid, but it looks like a Game Boy Color of Super Metroid. Is that what you're talking about? I think that's the one you just streamed. It was a good looking game. And actually, the one I just took off there, Ascent DX, is of the same vein. Very, very similar. Okay, let's keep going, though. You were even there when I was playing. Yes, yeah, that is the one. Sorry, I need to read more messages before I... Yeah, that's a good game. Again, the one I just took off, Ascent DX, very comparable. But I just feel like if I had to pick one out of the 14 that I'm looking at, used to be 15, that's the one I would take off. But preference. If the video is first impression, then demo makes sense. If it's a review, can't be the demo. That's a good point, Rob. That's a good point. I appreciate that advice. Yeah, I don't know what's better for me, I guess. Because I think and I hate the C word, about to throw up, for content purposes, I think that first impressions are probably better. Like probably better numbers if I looked at analytics. But I think for me personally, I want to experience the full game, and then I'll let everybody know what I think. Because that would be like me having one conversation with somebody and me going, hold that thought, and me going telling everybody what I think of that person from A to Z. And I just had one conversation with them and I said, hold that thought. Like that's how it feels to me. Like I got to get to know the person before I can form an opinion. That's just how I am. And I know that it would probably get a lot more clicks if I hit the demo and did first impressions, because especially somebody like me, my first impression is usually like, whoa, or like I'm usually like really expressive on my first impressions. And I'm like, dude, this game is awesome. Or this stinks. And that dialed up to 10. I didn't want to sound fake. Like that dialed up to 10 in the moment. And probably my reviews are a little bit more calculated because I've had time to think about it. So it's probably not reaction-based content. Probably don't get as much clicks, but I got to be true to me. I got to do that. I'm doing this for me. I'm not making any money. I'm doing this for me. And you guys, to an extent. Okay. Let's see. $5.99 right now, dude. That's a deal. That's not a deal. That's a steal. If you get Look Outside for $5.99, you can take the ski mask off because you just robbed somebody. That's how I think about it. I think you literally just pulled off a heist. You get that game for $5.99. Just went and bought it. Rob, you're not going to regret it. I would never steer you wrong. I would never, listen to this. And I mean this because lately, it's funny. When we ended, I'm saying a lot of things right now. When we ended Retro Survivor last season, I said, guys, I will never be compromised by advertisements because I'm going to remain honest. And I'll be dang if I don't get on X and I have 2 different DMs of somebody want me to advertise something on my channel. And I said, one, I just like totally highballed him. I'm like, you're gonna have to pay. You want me to talk about this? You're gonna have to pay, buddy. And basically, I wanted him to say no because I don't want this to turn into that. It doesn't matter if one day I get to something where somebody offers me, makes some kind of offer, hey, mention this. First of all, it's only gonna make it on here if I truly believe in it. It's not gonna be dude wipes or whatever the heck. Like it's gotta be something I believe in. And I don't care what the number is because like my personal integrity means a lot more to me than any dollar amount. So it's got to be something I believe in. And then two, if that person says, well, you can't say this when you talk about my product, that ain't happening because I'm going to remain me. I don't want to have guardrails on whatever I'm saying. So that's just how I'm about it. So all that to say, if I tell you about a game, it's my opinion. It's not because the dev reached out to me, because I think the dev's funny, or they paid me money or gave me a free Steam key. Half of these, I got free Steam keys, I'll be honest. The other half, let me think. I think half I did, half I didn't. Doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And that's how it's always going to be. Because that's just, if I can't be honest, what are we doing here? What are we doing? This is just another advertisement. And Lord knows you don't need another one of them. Okay. Rant over. Ronald Reagan as a boss in D-Make 86 brings it to the top tier. Just ask Rob. Metroid fights Ronald Reagan. Now that I'll pay to see. Tell me how much. Take my money. That's a pretty good fight. I'd probably take Ronald Reagan. Dude's a boss. Dude literally got assassination attempt and swerve on that. And then made a joke about it later. So let's keep going. I'd watch your wild first reactions to a game before you play through the whole thing. Sounds like a fun time. See, I think that would make better. Don't want to say the word. I think that would make a better video. However, I might do it. I don't know. If that's what the fans want, who am I to deny them? But at the same time, I just want to have I'd hate for me to have a first impression and then the game absolutely is just dog water, just cheeks, and it's just bad. And I just talked about it and I just glammed it up because it had a good first level. I don't know. I don't want to be caught like that. Man, I'm getting some message retracted in the chat. I don't know if that's because you guys are retracting them. I don't know how that works, but anyway. I'd watch your wild. Okay, I read that. Truth is, your review doesn't have to be the first. People come back to see your review because we care about what you think. So it doesn't have to be the first review. We just want your review. That is the most heartfelt, sweet thing. I'm going to read this to my wife. Like, you never talk to me this way. That is so sweet, Rob. You want to hear my review. Bailey, do you want to hear my thoughts? Do you want an answer? Or do you want my thoughts? That is sweet. I might print that out. Retro Years is laughing at the Michael B. That's somebody I'd often laughed at as well. Michael B says, I'd participate in a test screening. Oh, talking about for first impressions? Oh, dude, I might make a video and then send it out and see what you guys think. Dude, you guys already make so many choices for Retro Survivor. Why not let you make another choice? I was messing around and retracting my own message. Okay, DDR, I was making sure that wasn't a technical problem. Appreciate you letting me know on that. Apparently, I don't watch enough Jake's reviews. Yeah, Electric, what are you doing? Okay, guys, we got a game to play. I'm going to go ahead and need you guys to give me some grace, though. Give me a little grace. Give me a cup. Just pour some grace out. Listen, I have many times played a retro game from my Super Nintendo, from my Super Boy, to my little Anbernic device. I have not played a PC game live on Retro Survivor. We're about to do it. I did a test. Earlier, it did work. However, it was one test. Worked for me one time without it being live, actually. Like I recorded it and like played it back privately and it worked. I've not done it live. We have a lot more things going on when we're live, baby. So we're going to see if it works. Here's what I got queued up. Retro Rewind. So here we go. I'm going to put on my headset, and let's get into it. Jake about to join the PC Master Race. Yeah, dude, we'll see. I might totally butcher this whole thing. I'm really excited because I thought for some reason I had like a little bit of a glitch with this game. I will be honest in that, and if that affects your voting, whatever. So I got it when it first came out, like on launch day, and it was a little bit glitchy at first, and I've not had any problems since then. Like there was once, and I went to X about this and even reached out to the dev. I was like, hey, like I expanded my store, like reloaded the game, and my store wasn't expanded, and it said that it was. What's that about? It was fixed like after a day or two, so whatever. And then I thought, okay, well maybe my game didn't save because this day 20 that you're seeing, I played this game for 2 days straight. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't think I've picked it up since then. I just got a lot of games in my backlog, but I played this game for 2 days straight and I had an absolute blast with it. So all that to say, I probably forgot how to play this game, but we're going to roll into it. All right, here we go. Let me swap screens here. I'm going to have the chat pulled up on my phone. Well, it's also on the screen. Well, I'm going to have my game full screen. So I'll still be able to read the chat. It's going to be on a different screen. Let me know if you can't hear something. Let me know if the audio is too loud or whatever the heck. So here we go. Retro Rewind. Let's go back. Last played 138 days ago, if that tells you anything. Let's queue it up. Oh, dude, look how welcoming this store is. Don't you want to go in there and buy a little something, something? All right, so it's Friday, 8 a.m. I got $282 in my name, but this is like in the 90s, so your ad here. I don't have an advertisement? Oh, that's my worker. Good morning. I forgot I have a worker. Man, she showed up on time, too. It's hard to find good help nowadays, so I appreciate that. Okay, so we got Jake Dies Again right here. Okay, I'm seeing it up on my phone, so the screen, is the audio good? Let me know in the chat. So we got Jake Dies Again. We have a big horror section, because you guys know I like scaries. And we have the new releases over here. So the thing about new releases is, what just released? Jumbo Manhunt. Definitely not a Rambo knockoff. 13 Bodies, not a 13 Ghost knockoff. So if it's a new release, you can charge more for it. So they're harder to get, but you make more money off of them. I need to replenish our snacks, make good money on snacks. So the store expansion, if you see right here, is kind of the divider. So it was really small when I started off. And now I got this whole section over here. And I threw a few posters up. I don't have a whole lot of money. Remember the TV? Dude, remember the TV that always played music? Or not music, like some kind of random movie? It felt like Independence Day or something random like that was always on when you went to a video store. I got 2 of them Johns, baby. But you ain't going to stay here and get the whole movie. You're going to have to rent it. I'm here to run a business and make money. We got a big drama section. Action, kind of small. Mix. This is kind of where I put my, I guess, if I have an overflow. Sci-fi does pretty well here. And the thing about this game, romance. We got a romance section now. This is actually, so as you play the game more, you unlock more genres. So this is the newest genre. That's why I don't have that many. So I just unlocked this romance. They're also, do I want to mention this? I'll mention it. So you can actually go to this back alley right here. And once a week, there's going to be a guy. No, literally, you're doing a back alley deal. Literally a back alley deal. There will be a guy back here. And he will sell you games. He's wearing a trench coat. You know it's dangerous. And sometimes he has just like random, sci-fi action or whatever. Sometimes he has some of the dirty movies. The back curtain movies. And I'm running a family-friendly establishment here. So I have not one of those movies in the store. And it's kind of a, putting your foot in the ground type move because they are really cheap and you can mark them up really high. So big profit margin, but that's just not the kind of store I'm running. And I've decided on that. Okay, so here's the calendar. And we have, okay, let me look at the chat. I love the pile of tires. Thanks, Rob. Hold on. Okay, Okay, nobody's let me know that the audio is bad, so I'm going to assume that's good. Okay, so here's the calendar. Oh no, the phone's already ringing. You want Captain Overdrive? Sure, I'll save it for you. I'm that kind of guy. All right, so we got Captain Overdrive. What we're reserved. We're going to put it on this little reserve shelf. Okay, so I went far enough in the game where I've unlocked a slushy machine, make some extra cash. I think, have I unlocked popcorn yet? I have, and then there's cotton candy, have not unlocked that. Okay, the return desk, we're going to work on that in just a moment. I do want to show you guys the calendar, though, because it kind of matters. So the calendar, there are different events. So one, this is new release date, or dates right here. So that's when one of those new movies comes out. You really want to order those movies because you make more money off of them, like I said. Then there's different things going on in the town. See, there was a Jason mask here. That's Friday the 13th. So typically more people, order slasher movies. So you want to make sure that you have, ample supply. Here we have like a little science emblem here. There was like a science convention in town. So there's going to be a bunch of nerds walk through the door. And you want to make sure that you have a lot of sci-fi movies because they're going to want them. And you don't want to be caught with your pants down when the nerds come in. And then we got like a dirt rally race. So let me check on that. The local demolition derby race is happening. Customers are hungry for high-octane car chases and explosive action movies. 60% more action movie rentals. Okay, so before I even open the store, I'm going to go to this computer, and we're going to order some... Oh, my gosh. Why is my worker not answering the phone? Do something. You're on the clock. Well, if you see the time in the top right, it hasn't moved yet because the store hasn't opened yet, but... The Haunted Bun. Sure. They know where to go for these cheesy horror movies. Come on. I think I'm nostalgic for them as well because, one, my mom likes scary movies, but two, I think that's always a good first date idea. Watch some kind of cheesy horror movie. One, I don't know, it just seems like that's a good date move. Okay. Go to the market. Do we want to go to the black market? I don't know what that is. Let's go to the market. Database. Oh, that's my store inventory. We got new. That's our new releases. Here's the market of what we can just buy. You can get a deal. Oh, wait a minute. For free? Give me 10 Christmas movies for free. Please. I'll take anything for free. Okay, so here we got the genre. We got Christmas. That is coming up. I probably need to stock up. Drama. They have good critic, bad critic. Different stars. So obviously the good rated movies are going to cost you more. More people are going to get them. However, you can get a bad critic movie for cheaper. So kind of want a good balance. But we need some more action movies because we have a what was it called? A derby? A roller derby? Demolition derby. That's what it's called. Here we go. Old bad critic action. An old one and it's bad critic and it's 1181, half a star. I don't know about that. This one's $19? Good Lord, the markup. Let's get that one for $8.50, a middle of the road action. Do I want a $19 Rooster Shinobi? First of all, let's look at the titles. The Rooster, the only Shinobi. The tentacle covered in blood. The machines want the race car. Awesome titles. Should I get the $19 one or should the 11 half-star one? I guess we have a $17 good critic one. It's 4 stars. This one's 4.5. I mean, I don't know if that looks like a 4.5-star movie, first of all. $20, dude. They're jipping me. Let's go to the chat real quick. My boy Jake's standing on principle. Yeah, dude, I'm not going to let kids in here looking at dark movies. Also, that goes against what I believe in, also. Doing some yard work, listening in the background, yell when you're voting. Michael B., I'm going to need you to yell really loud when we're voting, okay? Got to get the Cthulhu movie. The Cthulhu movie. Which one has the... Oh, you're talking about the tentacle thing right here? Cthulhu? Or is there one that actually says Cthulhu? Did I miss one? First of all, Banjo on Death Row, that's got to be a banger. I mean, it's $24. 0 stars. Take my money. Where's Cthulhu? I think you're talking about the tentacle. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, it must be it. Let's go. I gotta buy something. I'm on the screen way too long. Let's do it. $19. Oh, that hurt my heart. That hurt my heart. My worker's like, how are you gonna pay me at the end of all this? Let's go. Let's get another one. We gotta get some action movies here. Okay. Now, how much movie space do I even have for action? Not a whole lot. I'm probably gonna have to buy a dang shelf. I have messed up royally. How do I move this shelf, perchance? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to buy another shelf. Where do I go to buy shelves? Is it here? No, I think I still have to go to the catalog. Yep, the actual paper catalog. Do you guys remember those? Let's go. Let's leave that. I can't remember how many shelves these are. So those are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I want them to match. Okay. Let's get a... Ooh, 75 big ones? We got to do it. I need some action movies on the shelf. It's already arrived. Let's go ahead and grab that, John. Let's put it up. I got to be ready. We're going to have a lot of people come in. Rotate the object. Okay. Yeah. So I think I'll just put another sci-fi one right here. So everything in mixed right here, most of them are sci-fi from what I can tell because they got a green border. So I'm going to... That's action. Hold on. Let me get straight here. So we're going to put the sci-fi over here. Big sci-fi section. Not as big as my scaries, but pretty big. And then this is probably going to be action. What I'm taking it off of. So what is that? That's action, action, drama. You're going over here, buddy. And then drama, you're going over here, buddy. Yep. Let's move all the dramas to the drama section. Okay, now this is going to be action. So let's go get the movies. We're going to put the action out. I didn't even do my returns yet. I got so much to do. I'm so busy. How many can I hold? 10? Yep, I can hold 10. Ooh, I'm going to need a Christmas section. I don't have a Christmas section yet. Ooh, I might need to put these movies down. Yikes. What do I need to do here? One of these is about to be a mixed shelf. I don't know where I'm going to put my Christmas stuff. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, what'd he do? Okay, hold on. Think. Come on, brain. Think of things. Come on, brain. Be so smart. Okay. Let's put action here for sure. We're going to do a Christmas sci-fi section over here until I figure out what to do with them. I don't want to spend two $75 purchases. That is not responsible as an owner. Are these Christmases too? Lord, I got so many Christmas movies. We are about to be feeling the Christmas spirit over here. I got to do what I got to do, though. This is so unorganized. Oh, that makes me upset. I hate when it's this unorganized. We got to do what we got to do. Hold on. I really don't want to spend any more money on a shelf, but I might just have to. Okay, let's make you Christmas. Your Christmas. Your sci-fi. Your Christmas. And the thing is, so the point of this is these signs, they change. Wow, Xmas. Wow. Okay. Gonna put an X where Christ should be. Okay. Let me go to the chat. Yeah, dude, Tentacles. Retirement with My Uncle too. Oh, dude, do you remember that movie? Retirement with My Uncle? Man, what a classic. Consolidate some of that sci-fi, my dude. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Consolidating the sci-fi. We're going Christmas. Christmas is back over here. Am I going to have enough room to put all my Christmas there? I think so. I promise there's more to this game than this, but I don't want to be caught with my pants down when my customers come in. Why is this mixed? Oh, there's an action there. Yeah, apparently, so they change if you have all the same, genre in the bookshelf, movie shelf. And that helps the customers come in and know what the heck they're looking at. So that's important. Returns. Guys, I never had so much respect for a Blockbuster, or in my case, Video Giant. That was the video rental place in my hometown for a long time. I never had so much respect for them until I had to do this job right here. Because you never really think about it. You're like, oh, I got to return my movie on time. But then when you have to do this one at a time. Hold on. Where do I put this? Can I hold it at once? Yeah, I can hold it. Okay. Returned. Returned. You got to do them one at a time. Hold on. You just wait. Somebody's not going to rewind their tape here in a minute. That's going to make me lose it. Guys, be honest with me. Did you rewind all of your tapes before you brought them back? Or were you the barbarian that didn't bother to? Because, let's be honest. Did we do it every time? Probably not. But now that I've played this game, I'm like, you know what? How dare I? I put so much headache and heartache on these Blockbuster employees. I'm going to have to go, I got a lot of drama. There was some kind of, I don't know, some kind of event outside that caused me to get a lot of drama at one point. So I have a ton of them checked in. I got to get some shelves, guys. I did not know. Yep. Who did it? Who did not rewind their tape? Put it in the rewinder. See, this just slowed up the whole progress. It slowed everything up. Some monster didn't rewind the tape. What's even worse is that some of them will bring them back completely broken. Luckily, we have not had that yet. Luckily, we have not. So you're thinking, okay, well, you run out of shelf space, just don't return everything. However, if you do that, the moment you do that, I'm telling you, somebody's going to call on the phone and they're going to reserve something that you have, and then you can't find it. Oh, it's in the reserve section, or it's in the return section. So then you have to dig through all of these to go put it on the reserve shelf, and that's just super annoying. I don't know where to put these 4 movies that I'm holding. I shouldn't have picked them up. I really don't want to make another mixed shelf, but that's what I'm going to have to do. I have the money, but at the end of the day, I have to pay my employees, and I can't really remember what I pay her, and I don't want to be in the hole. But I think I'm about to have to buy another shelf. I might have to. There's a lot of new releases that are not on the shelf, and I know I need to do some more returns. I think I'm going to have to do it. That's not where you get it, Jake. What am I doing? Go to the catalog. I'm being frantic. Oh, this is going to hurt. I got to do it. I just got to hope the Lord provides today, that I have a good business day. I can pay my employee. Lord, it's me again. Please provide me with the funds. This person has a family to feed at home, and I really want to be known as the guy that can't provide. See, now I would want this one to be sci-fi because it's next to the other sci-fi. We're not doing that. We're gonna do what we can do for the time being, because that way we get into the business day quicker. Sorry, guys. I did not know I had this much house cleaning to do before we started, or I would have already done it. It's okay, though. We're having fun. We're retro gaming. We're having a good time. Return. 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 I must have had a good business day yesterday. A lot of people returned. There we go. Stack them up. Every time I hear that check, I just hear money in my pocket. Late. So next time when that person comes in, I have the option to charge them or not, and you best believe I'm charging. You knew when the due date was when you checked it out, buddy. But see, that's another decision that you make. So you can choose whether or not to, like if they have an excuse and they're like, well, you know, I forgot because my son's goldfish died or whatever. You have a choice if you want to waive the fee or not. And that's a business decision, because sometimes waiving the fee, I still don't have enough room. What have I done up to this point? Christmas ain't near. I'll put it on Christmas. If you waive the fee, sometimes they're like, man, I really appreciate that. Like, I'm going to go back there. And then sometimes they literally laugh in your face. It's like, ha, got away with it. And you're like, okay, well, now I've been taken for a fool. And then sometimes people are sticklers and they're like, well, you charged me and I had a really good excuse for you not to charge me. You did it anyway. So I'm kind of over you and I'm not coming back here anymore. So it's all about public relations too. Let's go ahead and get all these returned. You son of a gun. Rewind your movie. It's not that hard. I know you got a rewinder at home. Delinquents. Just kidding. They're my customers. I love them. Okay. Let's return. These are going in my horror section, I would assume. Pink border goes to my romance. Oh, out of romance. Out of romance room. Where's my mix shelf? Oh, I'm out of mix. Bro, why am I so behind on getting shelves? What am I doing? You're going to go right here for now. Not you, but you. Okay. Is this a new release or is this a horror? This is horror section. We're about to start the business day, I think. 13 Ghost. Okay, Good Critic. I think some of those that I just put up, I think they were new releases. And I put them in the wrong spot. It's okay. Ooh, action movie. New release. It's good. New release. Son of a gun. We got to put the new releases up because those are our money makers. So we got to make sure that we do get those out of this return bin. That's important. And apparently they were all right next to one another. Let me go put them up. I got to make some money on that. New releases. Off-brand Rambo. Let's move you over here to horror. And I will catch up on the chat in just a moment. I am fixated right now, but thank you guys for popping off in the chat. I do appreciate it. New releases. I think 13 Ghosts is still a new release. Actually, I don't think it's a new release anymore. I don't have the new thing on it. That was the last release, but I guess it's not new. It's okay. It can go up there. It's fine. We're out of space anyway. All right, what's next? Let's get the new off here. I got enough sci-fi and... What is this? Action. I need another action, so that's good. Late. Awesome. That's more money in my pocket. Action. This is good. This is what we need. Crash Derby is in town, and we got to make money off of it. So let's do it. Let's put it in its right spot. Off-brand Rambo. Off-brand Rambo. This is... I don't even know what that image is. Fire... Wait. Fire Strike? Fire Strike. The Burnt Bull. Dude, you know that's a good one. The Hitchhiker, our hero. Okay. And let's get this day started, I think. Yeah, let's get this day started. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know how to get the day started. I think you got to open the open sign. That's probably... No! Snacks! What am I doing? Hey, guys, what kind of snacks we want? A Moonbike chocolate. Galaxy bar, fudge slime, breakfast bar. Let me know in the chat what we're doing. Let me go back to the chat right quick. Those shelves looking pretty crispy now. We owned a rewinder. Yeah, I don't even know what they're called, to be honest with you. It's the thing that rewinds the tapes. We called it a rewinder. Fire that employee and hire an unpaid intern. This person does work pretty good at the register. However, there's nobody at the register, so let's give her a chance. Yeah, romance movie called The Picnic with My Hot Dog. What in the world is going on? Yeah. I might need to take that off the shelf. That's a little bit risque. I might need to take the hot dog one off the shelf. That one does sound very sus, DDR. What about Principles? Yeah, that one kind of snuck in here. That might have been my unpaid or my... That might have been my worker put that on the shelf as a prank. I don't know how that got through the filter there. Was that a movie I saw under the popcorn soda machine? Yeah, I stacked movies there. I didn't have enough room for the shelves, but once people start checking them out during the day, I'm going to put them up. I just didn't have anywhere to put them at the time. I want to open a store that has just all of the copies of Retirement with My Uncle. Galaxy Bar for sure. Okay, let's put some Galaxy Bar on the shelf. Okay, Galaxy Bar. Yeah, let's get a few of those out here. That's a top shelf candy if I've ever seen them. What else we want to put up here? I'm a hot chip kind of guy. Super chips, cheese sticks, Disco Kong party mix, caramel popcorn, dino gummies, sour bombs, fire egg balls. Oh, dude, we got to have some sour bombs. Got to have the sour bombs. I know the competition definitely has sour bombs. We're not going to get caught lacking. Fire egg balls? Come on, talk to me. And you can't have a movie store without popcorn, so let's go back to the caramel popcorn, I think. caramel popcorn. Oh, yeah, there was already some caramel popcorn on the bottom. That's perfect. Okay. Put that up, and now we can start our day. Actually, can I hand you one of these, sir? Yeah, let's open up. Oh, he just hit me with the Don't think so. Hey, we're open. Let's get this thing started. I'm going to hand out some pamphlets. See, nowadays, you have to make some kind of reel to stand out. 30-second clip to get people's attention. Back in the old day, you pass out flyers, son. Oh, yeah. Come on in here. We got the good vibes. Good movies on the screen. Come on. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Find what you like. Got new releases over here on the back wall. Yeah. Look around. Get something for the kids. I just threw that at you. My bad. Hey, where you going? Come back here. I got an awesome video store. No, you want a little something? Come on. Hey, I'm running deals, daily deals, everybody, at the video store. At the, what am I calling myself? Bro, it says Retro Rewind. I definitely thought I called it the Video Giant. But it's in the color scheme of the Video Giant back in the day that I had at my small town. It had a bunch of red, blues, and yellows. So that's the vibe we're going for. Come on to the reestablished Video Giant. Come on, everybody. Is my cashier doing worth a darn? Oh, dude, she's working, son. She's working. Here, I'm bringing them in. I'm the face of this corporation. I'm the face of this operation. You do the work. You turn the widgets. I bring in the customers.
Oh.
Who's got a weed eater? Can I file a town complaint about that? You're deterring people from my store. They're trying to have a good experience. Maybe some other time. What about right now? We're open right now. Maybe you didn't read the whole pamphlet. Give them another pamphlet. Okay, I think we've done enough here. I just walked right through that person. Actually, I don't... Okay, let me get rid of what I got. Okay. Now, we got more room on the shelf because people are checking out movies. So this is where... Reserved. Okay, perfect. Glad I got that one. Oh, rewind. Hold on. Somebody said, oh. Do I need to step in? Oh, they got charged for a late fee. See, they listen. They listen to my policy. We don't make special privileges around here. Who do you think you are? I'm running a business here. This is how I make money. Come on. All right, we got more room on the shelf. We got to replace the product. Here we go. Sir. Okay, you're talking to me. I'm the sir. Have the movie Captain Overdrive reserved? Oh, sure. Yeah, you called earlier. Here, hold on. I can't pick them all up at the same time. Sorry, busy. A lot of things going on. Here you go, sir. Oh, yeah, give me that cash. Yes, sir. Love to see it. Okay, let's go. Can you sell movies? Can I get that hot dog one out of here? That's just not something I want on my shelf. That's something I got to ask at the end of day. Whoa, wait a minute. I heard a bad noise. You're just doing your job. I get it. Okay, about to say, do I need to come in and settle down a customer? Let me put these on the shelf. Okay, this is a hard one. This used to be a new release. So you get to keep all of the new releases. That's why there's a ton of that movie. And I don't know how to get rid of movies. So I have a ton of new releases that are not new releases anymore. So when I figure out how to get rid of them, did somebody say hey? Oh, yeah. When I figure out how to get rid of them, I'll also get rid of Hot Dog. I've been waiting for the release of Jumbo Manhunt that just came out. Do you have a copy? Hey, have you checked out the new releases shelf right in front of your face? Lord, let me get it for you. Because you're blind. Oh, actually, now I feel dumb. She's got heavy sunglasses. She might actually be blind for real. Well, I feel like a piece of crap. I'm sorry. Have a good day. Oh, you're going to go? No, you're not. You walk straight to it. You're not blind. You're walking straight to the movies. Why don't you get it yourself? My dad left when oh my gosh. I'm sorry. That is a terrible opener. However, I have worked in the public. I still work in the public right now. People do tell you just about anything. My dad left when I was a kid. You have a family drama to cheer me up. An old movie. So you want an old family drama. I got you. Let me put you on game. Let's see. Drama. Where's the old one? I ain't got no oldies. Where the oldies at? I want to make a good recommendation here. Do I not have an old? Oh, wait a minute. Good critic, drama, and old, buddy. This one has a monkey on it, but I promise you want to stay for the ending. Okay, hold on. There's a dispute here. Florence, assign a job. Wait a minute. Yeah, stay at the checkout. What are you talking about? Term was bad anyways. Who cares if it's broken now? No, I don't believe that. You definitely broke it. Charging you the fee. Hey, buddy. I reserved a copy of the movie The Hunted Bun. Do you have it for me? Yes, sir. Please tell me it's over here. Is this The Hunted Bun? Oh, right here. The Hunted Bun. My man. Good taste in movies. We'd probably be friends. Okay. Getting dark outside. See if I can pass out some more pamphlets before we close. Trying to make a little money here, guys. What are you about? This is a good store. It's a good business. Your ad here. I need to put an ad there. Why do I not have an ad there?
Wow.
Yeah, come on in here. Come on in. Everybody gets a pamphlet. I'm like Oprah Winfrey. Look under your chair. You got a pamphlet. Here we go. Come on in. Come on in. You got one yet? Come on. All right, we got somebody needing my attention. We got my boy Waldo here. I found him. The monstrous peasant. Bro, I got you. My boy Waldo, I got you. Have a good day, sir. Oh, yeah, everybody. Let's see if old hot dog movie's still up here. Let's see what kind of... Let's see. Kissing my virus in the sky. Closer... Okay, closer to my dog. That has a picture of the dog on the front. That's not bad. Picnic with my hot dog. We got to get that off the shelf. No surprise, it's still there. Okay, let's get these off the counter. Let's put them up. Okay. We're doing a good thing here, guys. We're doing a good thing. You're running a business. I can't blame you. Oh, yes. Charge them. Charge them. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay. Let's get some more movies up. Let's restock. Late. Action movie. Yes, that's a plus. We need more action movies. Okay. There's so many. There's so many movies. You need my help, sir? I have the movie The Sinful Tentacle. The Cthulhu movie! Rob, he wants the Cthulhu movie! Okay, how do I drop this? Because I can't pick them all up. I don't know how to drop it. I'm just going to go put it on the shelf. I know how to drop it. I just did it earlier, but I'm panicking a little bit. Oh. There you go, my good friend. Yes, sir. Come back and see us now. Okay. Back to the drama. Grandma's Tub Pie. Good movie. Power Man and Mammoth. I'll put that back. Yeah, dude, our action did get hit hard today. That's crazy. Yes, ma'am. I know aliens are real. Me too. They are hiding disguised as humans. Do you have... Actually, I'm one. Do you have science fiction movie to help me prove my theory? Bonus if it's a bad movie. Oh, dude. I got you. Thank you for trusting me with your movie Rex. Prisoner robots. They don't have aliens on the front. It could be about aliens. What does this say? Project Gold X. Did she say she wanted old or bad? I can't remember. Bad. Okay. Sure. Let me find you a bad one. We'll just do Prisoner of Robots. Here you go, my friend. Yeah. Excited. I bought a lot of candy today and not much. Oh, the Galaxy Bar. Somebody bought a Galaxy Bar. My boy Rob coming in clutch with the wreck. Okay, let's go back to the chat right quick. I'd be calling up like, can you reserve me all of your copies of A Picnic with My Hot Dog? Rob, you wouldn't. You dirty dog. Rob also says, Waldo! Yeah, dude, Waldo made an appearance. My boy Waldo, he knows what store to go to. Close the door to finish the day. Do I want to finish the day? Return desk. The return desk is still popping. Dude, look how much money I got, dude. It ain't about the money, but look how much I got. Not about the money, but at the same time, look how much I got. Can I fit another shelf right here? Can I fit another shelf right there? Because I'm going to have to. All right, so we're getting to the point. We're going to have to do the back-to-back shelf thing. We're going to have, like, back-to-back shelves here, 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 to, like, make more room in the store. And that way it's not on the back corner or the back walls. So I think I might add one more shelf, get through another day. And then after that, I'm probably going to rearrange and go wall to wall, back to back here. I think that's going to be the next vibe, the next move. So let's go ahead and buy another shelf. What else can I buy? Decorate. Oh, I can decorate. I forgot. I need to decorate a little bit. I have a small, I just bought a TV, so I'm not doing that. Slush machine, popcorn machine. I don't have the cotton candy machine yet. Cover. Oh, that's just cover the magazine. Let's buy another one of these. Let's do it. I gotta have more room. More room for the movies. Gotta give the people what they want. This girl's like, I know you're not making me stay late. We did not talk about that. Okay. We have another shelf. I hate to start the work day when I got movies from the day before still out. That's kind of terrible, huh? Somebody return the haunted bun. There's so many. So what happens when you treat your customers right? Oh, no, they didn't break my dang movie. I guess I got to throw it in the trash. Ridiculous. Money out the door. Okay. I really like the hollow covers. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think that's... Yeah, it's not new anymore. Okay, so I don't need to put in the new section. Romance. Back over here. Fear the cake. Fear it. Everybody needs a healthy fear of cake, I feel like. Drama. Sci-fi. Dude, my sci-fi section is looking very robust. I'm proud of it. How many more? Actually, I think I've returned them all. All but one. Here we go. Let's scan you in, buddy. We're going to have a whole nother slew of them in the morning that I'm going to have to do, but that's okay. One thing at a time. Okay, let's go ahead and close the doors. Boom. Oh, at $38? That ain't bad for staff. We didn't do as well on concessions as I would have liked, but that's okay. Rob Schneider is a hot dog. What? What? What did he say? Special event. Demolition Derby is today again. 2-day event. Popcorn machine is rolling. Is my employee going to show up to work? There we go. I'm about to say, I kind of worked her a little hard yesterday. I feel like maybe she wouldn't show up. I can hire another employee. So here's applicants. Do I want to hire another employee? I probably could. I think I can afford it. Checkout slow, return station average. I want somebody to work the dang return station, honestly. I like how you can hire different people, different salaries based on how good they are. I need somebody at the return station that's really good. Dude, this guy's the man. Gameplay traits. Will never take a sick day. Handle all customer complaints. But slow at the checkout. What do you think, guys? Should we go Brittany, Ethan, Dylan, or Thomas? We got Brittany, Ethan, Dylan, or Thomas. So we have, varying abilities of the checkout, which I think old girl is good at checkout. I think that's her stats. So we'll leave her at checkout. But I'm going to need somebody to help me with the returns because that's just taking a lot of my time, and I'm the owner. I should be above that by now. And they also have gameplay traits. Yeah, so let me know in the chat which one you think. I'm going to go answer that phone while you guys decide. I want to reserve a movie. And one of them feels cheaper than the others. The quality doesn't seem the same. If it breaks, I hope you won't charge me a fee since it already feels low quality. Okay, so this is a situation. Do we think that they already broke it and they're trying to cover their tracks? Or are they being honest? I wish I could look up my inventory and see like when they rented it out. Because if they just rented it, I'd be like, okay, I won't charge you. However, I don't know. I'm usually kind of a stickler, but a few movies too. So this is not just $1 or $2. It's going to be, Lord. The quality doesn't feel the same. Just the fact that he said, if it breaks, I hope you won't charge me a fee. Why are you already thinking about it breaking? If you wanted your money back because the quality is not the same, you can bring it back. We can put it on the TV in the middle of the store and we can watch it together. And then if it's bad, I would give you your money back. However, if you're saying, hey, if it breaks, I just want to, that's like getting like those Netflix documentaries. Somebody pulls out life insurance and then kills their spouse. It's like you're pulling out life insurance at a very sus time right now. Like, I don't like the if it breaks line. I'm going to make you pay for it. That's just where I'm at. Let me go to the chat. Dylan rhymes with villain. Another word for heel. It feels quite well. Bretcher says Dylan. Michael B says Dylan, but he doesn't really have a reason for Dylan. But Rob has somewhat of a reason, so let's go. Or he didn't have a reason, but he didn't have a... Let's go Dylan. Let's go Dylan. He is the most... Of course, you guys are going to pick the most expensive guy. However, he does have a rockin' stash, so let's hire him. Wait, why can't I? Okay, there we go. I gotta be level 20 or higher? Oh, dude, I bet I don't have to be level 20 or higher to hire this guy. This guy stinks. All that for naught. You're telling me I have to keep working? Well, that's ridiculous. I don't want to work. I want to own. And I want to tell other people what to do. Okay, let's put another shelf up. And then I'll probably go one more day. And then I'm going to rearrange my store and do the whole, like, you know what I'm talking about, like one showing this way, another shelf behind it going the other way. And then have that throughout my store. That way they can do a little walk-see-loo, little looky-loo. So we'll probably do that. But right now we're just trying to survive. So we'll put you... I guess I'll just put you right there. I just need a place to put things for the time being. All right. Assign a job. Oh, I can make you do the return right now. Awesome. You do that. I don't want no part of that. What else do I need to do? Okay, our snacks are looking good. We have no movies and new releases. Do I need to order some more? I don't know. What's coming out soon? Oh, we're about to have a new release, so I'm not going to buy any movies today because I'm about to buy a ton of new releases. Hold on. Do I got things I can claim? Claimed. Business is booming, generate $10,000 in total revenue. Have I done that? Guess not. Sell 20 popcorns. Is there any of these I can claim? I'm trying to get some free monies. I think I just claimed that one. I want to claim. Let me claim. I don't think so. So there's also like a little bit of a weather, so that kind of... So today's a normal day. Like sometimes if it's a rainy day, like people tend to stay in on rainy days and watch movies. So it'll let you know like, hey, like probably want to make sure the shelves are stocked. It's a rainy day. More people are going to be in here. So that's just something to look out for. Okay. I think we're good. I really do. I might do some checking out while old girl's doing that. However, I think that she's best at the checkout. So I might have to do the returns. Because I want to do, you know, whatever they're best at. for efficiency purposes. Do I need to order some more movies? Let's check it out. Is there anything I want today? Only 3 days left of that. I'm not going to buy it. Okay. What movies we want, guys? Two Wheels, One Medicine. The classics. Keyboard Alien Invasion. The Family A Christmas Legend. Fisherman's Space Golf. Old and back. $45? Guys, I want you to tell me in the chat, how does one make their money back on a $45 old bad critic movie? I get it's got a hollow cover. I get that. There might be. This is one of those things I feel like I always choose the wrong decision. If I buy it, I'm going to get a call and somebody goes, hey, listen, I collect old hollow movies. I am looking to complete my collection. Fisherman Space Golf. Do you happen to have a copy? I'm willing to give you 300 bones for it. Like, I got to have it to complete my collection. And I make a huge profit. However, if I do buy it, I feel like nobody's going to get it. It's going to take me forever to get any money off of it. I always make the wrong decision. You rent it for $46, it's simple economics. I didn't even think of that, dude. Okay. Michael B says, if you don't hire Dylan, he'll probably open his own store across the street from you with a casino operation in the basement, I assume. Yeah, dude, Dylan, he might take me out of business, honestly. He like a good worker. It's all sparkly, too. There's going to be a collector or something. Yeah, I think I have a few sparkly movies. I don't know. 5 random movies for $60? That's probably the collector on the phone. All right, you guys, you're watching. Should I do it? I'm stressed. I'm going to do it. I just full sent it. Oh, dude, that just stressed me out. Collector, please. Jumbo Manhunt. Sure. My worker's going to get on that for you. Actually, I'll do it. I don't trust her. New release. On the shelf. That collector best be calling me is all I got to say. All right, what else? Desktop, no market. Okay. Well, I kind of want some cheap movies now. I spent $45 on one. I got a bunch of old dramas. I don't know, guys. What do we think? 5 random movies for $60. It says $11 a movie. Is that a good deal? I don't know. Let's get this $8 movie. Let's go ahead and start gearing up for Christmas. All right, let me get my sparkly movie. I'm so nervous about what I just did there. What is she doing? Is she returning? She best be. I'm paying her. Okay, actually, you're about to be Christmas. You are about to be Christmas. Yep. Because this is going to be... I don't know if this is going to be sci-fi or what. I have a lot of sci-fi, though. Drama back over here. Yeah, this is... We got to move the sci-fi one. Get it all next to one another. Make it look clean. Oh, I forgot I got a mix section, though. Yikes. Oh, this is another mix section. That's probably going to be romance, though. I should have moved this sci-fi over there. And then this been more... I messed that up. I messed it up. What do I need to do to fix it? Let me think. Think! Let's put you over here. We'll do a quick fix for now. I don't want to hold you guys up. And then we'll... Yeah, this is about to be drama. That's going to be drama, I'm assuming. All right. Yeah, she is not good at this return station. I do know that. I mean, this is awful. Reserved? Okay. Somebody did it. Here's a... Guys, Kissing My Hot Dog Under the Moon. Yikes. Why do I swear to you, our lovely Lord. See, that's what I'm talking about. Our lovely Lord. And now I got to put our lovely Lord next to Kissing My Hot Dog Under the Moon. Oh my gosh. How do I get rid of movies? That's just a bad look. That's terrible. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. Okay, I'm holding it. F to inspect. Review score, market value, times. It's been rented 3 times. Rob, was that you twice and Michael B once? Who has rented this thing 3 times? How do I get rid of it? Okay, F2. Let's try. No. Trying to think here. I don't know how I would get rid of it. Rob, you've played this game. Can I sell movies? Or is it like you buy a movie, it's just you got it for life, buddy? All right, you need to go to, never mind, keep working. Go to checkout. Thank you. We're open, everybody. Open for business. Let's get this day started. Let's make more monies than we did yesterday. Everybody come on in. No, you haven't heard about it. We're brand new to the community. But we are here to stay. Come on, get you a movie. What you eyeing? What you eyeing? We got it all. We got Christian movies about our lovely Lord. You know, some Angel Studios movies. We also, apparently, for the delinquents, we have a Kissing My Hot Dog Under the Moon. Very unfortunate. But we got a movie here for everybody. Man, everybody's got a pamphlet, apparently. You're all customers. That's what I'm saying. Ooh. If you don't want a pamphlet, I'm going to assume it's because you already know about our store and you're a frequent customer. That's what I'm going to assume. You can have that. All right, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Oh, I already got a problem. Let's fix it. Yes, you picked up your off-brand Rambo. Have it right here. Have a great day. Have a fantastic day. All right, who's next? Who's next? Can I help anybody? I know she's about to go to the bathroom. I'm about to have to step in. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm just glad she didn't call in sick today. Oh. Hello. My date wants us to do a movie quiz at school, so I need to catch up on the classics. Can you give me an old movie, an old horror movie? Awesome. My kind of guy. I got plenty of those. Let's do. I got plenty of old horror, and this is an old horror, and it's a good critic. Silent Lord Death. So we have another Lord movie, opposite side of it though. Here you go, bud. Ooh. Yeah, go ahead and study that. Report back to me. And then he's gonna go get an off-brand Rambo. Oh, do we have some off-brand Rambos? I'm about to run out, and I gotta make my money on the new releases. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Reserved, okay. Put you up. I should have been doing this the whole time. Okay, let me return these right quick. Okay, you need to go to the drama section. I hear you, I hear you. I'm only one person. I apparently have to be level 20 to get you any help. I gotta be level 20 to get some help. I reserved a copy of Curtain Fall Over My Swimmer. Do you have it for me? I'm sure we do, buddy. Yep. 1 curtain fall. 1 aquatic curtain fall coming right up. Got some more people returning movies. Rewind it. You're too lazy to do it yourself. Okay. Back in the cartridge you go. Sir. Sir. Okay, let me go return the... Actually, I'll help you right now. Tub Space Dust. You sure did. You look like somebody that would reserve Tub Space Dust. Oh. There you go. Happy viewing. And we are returning our movies to the shelf. They can't make money sitting behind the counter. All right, back to the horror section here.
Hey.
Oh, you want some popcorn? I got you. Oh, wait. You're getting fixed up. That's what I'm talking about. That's some good work right there. I would assume I would put our scary movie section against anybody's. I really would. Reserved, okay. Here's all of our action movies coming back. I bet we don't even have any action left, do we? Oh, we're running low. You know, we got that roller derby in town. Okay, here we go. The tires remind me of the roller derby. What we got here? You're just doing your job, I get it. Oh, Zebra Cowhat's coming here. I know he wants some help. An old movie. Okay. You're going to want an old action, I think. Wow. Literally standing in front of me, no spatial awareness. Got dripped, though. Full tracksuit. Okay. Werewolf Burnout. I don't know if he's a werewolf kind of guy. Yep, he wants the burnt bull. Perfect. Here you go, bub. Popcorn machine is rolling. Let's get these movies back on the shelf. I'm already back at $500. I think we're doing good. Just imagine if I had 2 people working. I hear you. I hear you. I'm coming. Hitchhiker, Our Hero. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. Here you go. All right, let me return these movies. We're getting close to the end of the day. It's already 6:40. I think we've done pretty good today. I think we've done pretty well. I can hang my hat on a day like this. Okay, let's go back to drama. And let's put this back in. Oh, this is action. I think we've done probably not as well for action as I would have liked, given the circumstances of the roller derby. And guys, I know it's not roller derby, but I just keep saying that. It's a demolition derby. I really need to go to the bathroom. Okay, I'm up. Owner's up. Watch this customer service, guys. Here we go. What would you like? Oh, good choice. A zombie tragedy? Yes, sir. Okay. I owe them $2. There you go. Oh, wait. Not back in the register. How do I hand it to them? How do I hand it to them? Okay, this is not good customer service. Do I just press enter? No. Oh, spacebar. Okay. All right, let's take care of you. Did you find everything you like today? Oh, that's good. Found everything you need. Come back and see us now. I'm here to pick up The Sinful Philosopher. I don't know if I would have said that out loud, but here, I got it for you. Oh, we're back from the bathroom. Good. We didn't just scroll on our phone. Actually, it's the 90s. You know, we didn't just read a magazine the entire time. What you eyeing here? A dead PC install 66? Hey, I heard that's a good one. And it's already 10:19. Can I help you? Oh, charge the fee. I didn't even read it. Charge the fee. Don't need to read it. There's not a reason. Unless it's like your immediate family's funeral. I don't want to hear it. You knew when it was supposed to be returned. Bring it back. Let me go to the live chat. Kissing my hot dog next to Lovely Lord. What a vibe. Kissing my hot dog under the moon sounds like one of those old Skinamax flicks. Yeah, unfortunately. Mama warned me about the type of video store. Too many hot dogs. Yeah. Sorry about that, Electric. Just shield your eyes, buddy. Retro Year says, put it in new releases. What movie is that referring to? I know it's probably been a while since you put that chat. Are you talking about the hot dog? Or are you talking about the glittery, glowing $46 movie that I bought? The Love Seat on the Bridge. That is the most hippie name for a movie for the most hippie looking guy. So that adds up. I only did because Rob recommended. You could trash it if you're a monster. So are we voting the game off? This is up to you guys. Wait, what was the thought bubble there? I'm about to probably end this day, and then we're going to go to the voting. So give me a few more minutes, and then somebody holler for electric. Give me a few more minutes. I got to take care of these customers. My hippie guy needs his love seat on the bridge. Love seat under the bridge. Come on. So what did we end with? $550 yesterday, and we're going to be well over 700. So we're doing more business every day, so that's good. Shut the door behind you, buddy. I'm trying to remember what day Old Boy comes out. Tuesdays and Thursdays. What's today? Oh, so we had Friday and Saturday. So you guys didn't even get to see the guy in the back alley, unfortunately. It's kind of weird. But I do say no to all the dirty movies, I promise. Those are supposed to be, that's why they're in romance. It's supposed to be a romance movie. I guess somebody just thought the whole hot dog thing was funny. Yeah, let's close the business day, I think. Let's see what we make. Yeah, we had a good profit today. Okay, last thing, and then we're going to go to, I just got a badge. I didn't read it, though. I'm going to go to see if that movie was rented, our $46 movie. Let's see if anybody rented it. Where did I place it? Was it a sci-fi movie? Oh, is that it right there? No, that's not it. I have a few of these Hollow movies. I think it was sci-fi, though. Let's go over there. I don't see it. Or was this it down here? The Bathtub Space Drifter? I can't remember what it was called, guys. Market value $37. It's been rented 4 times. So, okay, apparently people do rent them, and all of the Hollow movies are like that. So it is a big profit margin. Is all of them like that? Let's check it out. Yeah, $37. So you pay $46, but you rent it 3 times at $37. I mean, we're talking over $100. So really, you've made $50 on this. And what does a normal movie go for? Let's say, like, here's an old movie. Check it out. 4 times, $14. So what is that? 50, 30. Yeah, so I mean, we've made $60 from that. And we made $50 from the other. So I guess it just depends how long I own the movies. I'm sure that the collector ones would catch up and make more. But as of right now, they're kind of neck and neck. So that's cool. Okay, let's put in a pin in it for now. I'm not quite sure how I save. Let's go. Oh, wait, new movie. Oh, an alien movie called Xenocat. Yeah, I got to get some of those. Got to stock up. See, the more you buy, cheaper they are. So I'm going to buy a bunch of them. Ooh, that's a lot of coin. How cheap do they go? Just $10? I do want to meet the threshold. Let's get 15 of them. Oh, saving in progress. Perfect. Perfect way to end. Okay, return to main menu. Let's swap screens here. Okay, I think that was successful. I didn't hear any problems with the audio or anything, so that's awesome. First time doing PC, so that worked out. All right, everybody, we are back to Retro Survivor. Somebody yell at Electric. Electric! We are back, baby. We are about to do a little bit of voting. About to do a little voting. Xenocat looks sick. Yeah, dude, I'd watch that movie. I would seriously. That had the whole, like xenomorph kind of image on the front. That was pretty cool. I myself would smother myself in brown mustard and relish. I'd be so delicious. What? My brother in Christ? Michael B says, oh, you made wide choices, my friend. We talking Hebrew National, Oscar Mayer, Ballpark, Costco. There has to be context, Michael B. Yeah, different hot dogs matter, buddy. Not all hot dogs are made equal. Not all hot dogs are made equal. Retro Years, I'm a bit torn on the vote. I feel like I wouldn't vote this game out, but I'm not sure about any of the others. Yeah, that's the thing. I probably should have warned you guys to go watch the videos on my channel before we had a vote, because I'd hate for you to vote out something that is later streamed on the channel and you end up really liking that game. That's the bad thing about it. I just assumed that everybody watched all my videos. I guess this is a humbling experience for me, but that's good. It's all good. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the voting. Let me grab my straw poll. We are still doing straw poll until YouTube makes a larger poll setting. Let me go ahead and grab the link for it here. And it is about to be in the chat. Straw poll is in the chat. So that means we have to go to our new screen. Let me get my little board here. Voting is open. The voting is open. Electric, come on back, buddy. Come on back. Oh, I can take these off. I can take those off. I'm no longer playing. Okay. Man, did you guys enjoy Retro Rewind? If you did, don't vote it out. So here's your options, and I'll go over what the games are like. And so if you have absolutely no idea where to vote, give me 2 or 3 minutes of your time. I'm going to go over all the games, and then you can just kind of vote based on what I say. Maybe that'll help you out. So Tierscape is like if the essence of Bloodborne was put on a Zelda-style Game Boy Advance pixel art game. So the gameplay is very Zelda-like, but the vibe and essence is very like Bloodborne, if you've ever played that. Really, it's a good game. I really like it. Shrine's Legacy, I wish I had more to say about it. I would say that it's got a lot of puzzles too. It's very puzzle-centric. But it's just, combat's good, puzzles are good. The vibe is 120% there. Cheerscape's a good one. Probably a top 5. Shrine's Legacy is we have so many of those trying to catch the essence of a Super Nintendo RPG. Out of all of the ones on here, Dungeon Antiquity is kind of the same way, but let me just go one at a time. Let me not compare. Shrine's Legacy, if I had to play an RPG with somebody that's a retro RPG like Super Nintendo, this is the one I would want to play online with somebody. The combat's great. The boss battles, like just enjoying learning the patterns and going against them. Really good boss battles. I don't remember the story that much, so that didn't stand out. It's not as memorable if I don't remember it. So I would say maybe a ding on the story. But I just remember the pixel art was gorgeous. Really smooth combat, fun combat. I remember getting to explore a lot. And then even the small characters had their own story. And I appreciated that. Like you go to this one guy in particular, he's a sailor, and he's taking you off to an island that has a monster you have to defeat. And then he tells you why he started sailing and why he stopped sailing. And so all of that I just really enjoyed. Like this is a nothing character, and it has its own arc. So I just thought that was fun. Now, if you just like the Final Fantasy games of Super Nintendo, Dungeon Antiqua that's like the whole turn-based combat. Shrine's Legacy is not turn-based. Shrine's Legacy is like you walk up on something and you slash it right there. Dungeon Antiqua is the turn-based OG combat. Like you level up your character. I mean, it is like the bread and butter of what those old RPGs are like. Like it is very, I'd compare it to if Mystic Quest was located in a dungeon. That's what I would compare it to. That's probably my closest comparison. Mystic Quest in a dungeon. Good game. The dialogue and story, not so much, but the whole combat and the upgrading and the multiple characters, and you can pick different routes with your characters, all that, they nailed it. Great time with that game. Windswept. Again, I kind of move on this one. from this one pretty quick. Donkey Kong Country in the modern era. It's got a lot more bells and whistles than even because instead of like the place. No, I don't want to get into that. Modern era. I don't want to ruin it for you because I think I'm going to play this one on stream. A lot more bells and whistles to a Donkey Kong Country. I mean, we're talking got the whole it makes a noise and does a double jump, and you have the whole buddy system, and different buddies have different characteristics. Like, back then it was just Diddy Kong was faster and can jump higher. But now, like the turtle can do certain moves, the duck does certain moves to get you across different platforms and different areas in a level. Like you need to be smart about which one you're using. So it took the base of what made Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 magical and just built on top of that foundation. Great game. Look Outside. I've already talked about it enough. That's my front runner. Quartet, again, 4 different. It's not combat based. It's not turn based. I think actually, hold on. It is a turn-based combat system. It is turn-based, but it's not so much that's the goal. Like Dungeon Antiqua, I think that's the whole reason for the game is so you can upgrade and you have these different characters. You can see how they do, and you can see the really cool artwork of all the enemies that you're going to face, kind of like Final Fantasy. But Quartet is more about the story. It's very, very, very rich in story, and that's the whole point of it. I'm going to tell you this whole character, who their family is, why they're having problems, what they're trying to accomplish in life. I'm going to let you learn them. We're going to move on to the next one. There's 4 different characters, and they all intertwine at the very end. So it's very story driven. It's cool. You just saw Retro Rewind, Colossus Eternal Blight. That's actually something I'm still actively playing, so I don't have the entire story for you. I've played most of it. That's why I was able to make a review. But just a grounded narrative. It's got I don't know, somebody could probably let me know what that combat is where it's like active in the moment, like you kind of hack and slash a little bit. Combat feels good. Art's great. I enjoy, the bosses kind of stuck out to me. They were pretty difficult, but in the fun way. It's like, oh, I got you, buddy. I'm coming at you next time. It was like the perfect difficulty for the bosses that made me want to keep trying. But that's you have like chill vibes and chill music, and you have these deep conversations with your brother and your family on where you stand with them and how you can make a name for yourself. And you start to really care about everybody. And I just like a more grounded feel to an RPG sometimes. Gundroid, if you like, is it Contra 3? I'm getting my Contras mixed up. What's the one on Super Nintendo? If you like that one, I didn't grow up with Contra as much. Obviously, I played it. Some of it because it's really hard. And I'm a mediocre gamer. However, long story short, if you like it, you will love, love, love Gundroid. Just like I said, Donkey Kong Country in the modern era, this is Contra 3, modern era. More bells and whistles, more locations, more guns, more enemies, more baddies, more upgrades, all of that. It's awesome. Top 5 or 6 games in this list for me, probably. Cast and Chill will be in the finals with Look Outside. I'm assuming, like I said, it's got the most views on my channel. And it's just, dude, when you play it, you're like, this is nice. This is so nice. You go to the little tackle box shop. You got a guy, you can even tip him. It's like an old man. He's like super warm and welcoming. You can tip him. He'll show you, his secret spots, and he'll give you fishing tips. And you go through your whole little book, and you keep up with how many fish that you have and which ones you want to get. And then if you really want to get the big monster fish, you got to put it in the hook in the perfect spot in the corner of the lake. It's got everything you want in a fishing game, and it's so relaxing. It's just a good time. Like, that's why it's chill, Cast and Chill. Day of Drift, if I have to suggest to you which 3 I think should probably go home, I'm going to say Day of Drift, Neon Heart City, or Chronicles of the Wolf, the next 3. Day of Drift, I had a lot of fun with it. But it is what it is. Go watch it on my channel. It is a Micro Machines third-person point of view, and you're trying to drift and earn money or drift and win a race, and that's kind of it. That sounds super simple, and you're like, oh, that's definitely got to go, but it does it well. It's simple, but it does it well. And that's most retro racing games. There's not a whole lot to it. You don't go play a racing game for the story, you know? So it's not super in depth. It's got some different game modes, which kind of keeps it fresh, but it does what it was trying to do well. But if that's not enough for you and you don't like racing games, you can get that out. For me, I don't like Cyberpunk. Neon Heart City is a cyberpunk adventure where, and not to spoil the story too much for you, but they're not robots, but they're like robots. They're these robots that are trying to become more human. At the same time, humans are trying to become more robotic so they live longer and they don't have ailments and they're smarter and they can be in VR and then go to a different reality. So it's kind of like a play on how the world is now because people are saying that AI is becoming more human and then people are becoming more like machines. So they have this blend and then obviously somebody goes, not obviously, but somebody goes missing and that's kind of the main storyline. You're trying to figure them out. But though in the world, machines are becoming people, people are becoming machines. But it's point and click. And if you like point and click, that might be something for you. But it didn't gravitate toward me. I'm going to still give it a chance. Different point and click games in the future a chance. But there was one part in particular that really got me stuck. It was like you had to place an item into a pipe in the background that had some steam coming out of it to fix the pipe. And I just I didn't get it. And so when I'm stuck in a game and then when I figure out why I'm stuck and it still doesn't make sense, that frustrates me. Like being stuck in a game that happens all the time. You're like, okay, let me really think. Let me not just blow through this. And then when you figure it out, you're like, oh, it's right in front of me. That's really cool. But when that moment happens and you're like, this still doesn't make sense, that's when it bothers me. So it had one of those moments. I mean, it was just one of them. So, and I felt like the ending didn't hold its end of the bargain. It just had a weird ending. But then again, that's Cyberpunk and people might like that. This is more of a preference thing. The past two games, Day of Drift and Neon Heart City, more preference. I see you in the chat. I'm coming to it. Let me finish my rants. Chronicles of the Wolf, too difficult for me, just being honest. So that had a big negative against it. And then there was something about the art style. It felt too, that font, Comic Serif Sans? It just felt kind of bland to me. And the whole thing just felt like you could have put it in an AI program and made it. I don't know, something didn't click for me. It didn't have that extra bite to a story or extra mechanic that made me want to keep playing it and make it fun. It just felt a little bit more generic. It looked great, but like it was too modernized. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it just looked too polished. It looked too polished. That's what I'll say. It looked where it was so polished, it started to look fake. Easy delivery company. And that's kind of a weird complaint. And a lot of you probably don't share that. That's my personal opinion. The had a cool vibe. I will say that. And you know, I'm big on vibes. So the vibe was there. There were some things a part of it that didn't keep its grip on me. Easy delivery company. Personally, I like Look Outside vibe the best. But if I had to speak objectively speaking, Cast and Chill too. Objectively speaking, Easy Delivery Company had the best vibe. There, I said it. You're driving around the snow. It's super chill. You're on your own schedule making deliveries. You're meeting these fun characters. Like I said, it's kind of like an Animal Crossing situation, like with the art style. And it just, like you can just get in your truck, put on the FM station, make your delivery, meet some townspeople. But then there's also something mysterious going on in the background that you know has happened to this town. And so you got to figure that out while you're chit-chatting with people. So it's just, the vibe is there. The vibe is there. Okay, so that's my quick spill on everything. But go ahead and vote. I don't know if that helped you or not. Let me go back to the chat. Let's see. Vote has been cast. Too late for an explanation. Electric says, I got things to do. Appreciate you. Michael B says, I don't know which game to back this season. Jake hasn't shown his disdain for anything so far. Yeah, I haven't said this thing stinks. I hate this game because that's the one Michael B is going to pick. I think Jake enjoys all these games. Played well, good sir. Thank you, Electric. DJ says, whoa, how did I miss Michael B throwing out a Harry Carey reference? You might be an all right guy after all. My bad, Michael B. I knew I liked you, DJ. We got a little bit of bromance going on in the chat. Okay. DDR says Neon Heart City is a point and click adventure. You know what to do. So I don't know if that means he really likes, because some people, what's crazy, I have found in doing a video on Neon Heart City and doing a little bit of research, I have found this and it's crazy. They have a very dedicated following. There's a few times where I get into a space. I found that out with SWAT Cats, Radical Squadron. I made a video about that, and all these accounts that are like dedicated to SWAT Cats just come out of nowhere and like we're supporting the video and retweeting and stuff. I was like, this is kind of a weird niche thing to have a very dedicated fan base, but cool. And I found that with point and click. There's a very dedicated point and click fan base out there that are dedicated to enjoying those games, making more of them. It's pretty interesting. So I truly don't mean, or don't know what you mean by that, because you could mean point and click and you're one of those people, you know what to do, keep them in or to vote them out. Because like if you're I don't want to say normal person, but I say just like the average gamer, I think doesn't have a whole lot of experience with point and click and might vote them out. Let's see. DJ's a good kid. DDR is a good kid. Man, we got a lot of. Are you turning face right now, Michael B? Because you're talking good about a lot of people. Michael B says it's so obvious now. We need to back Chronicles of the Wolf Pack. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have said something. I shouldn't have said that. I had a few negatives about Chronicles of the Wolf. Let's see. Oh, and that makes sense because you guys are the Wolf Pack. That makes sense. You know what else was too difficult for Jake? Buster. Enough said. Needs those scan lines. Big point and click fan here. Rob, are you a point and click guy? And needs the scan lines. Yeah, DDR, it just looked a little too polished for me. And if you're going for the retro aesthetic and too modern and polished, it just didn't make, there was just something off. Like just something off in the game. Now, when you watch the trailer, like that was probably, I actually, you know what? The only video I thought I was going to make videos like this and ended up not doing it. If you go back on my channel, there's some J Cooler for you. You go back on my channel, it's like highest or most anticipated games of May 2025. And it was a list of like 15 indie games. And some of these games are right here. But number one was Chronicles of the Wolf. And I thought I was going to do that every month. There's some different accounts that do that. I thought that was a good idea. I didn't enjoy it that much, so I stopped doing it. And I went in this direction doing a live show. But anyway, number one, on that one video where I did one ranking of upcoming games, Chronicles of the Wolf, I think had the number one spot. I was really looking forward to it. Anything with a vampire, I'm just like, I'm in. Vampires are my thing. Love monster mayhem. Love werewolves, vampires, Frankenstein, mummies, that whole bit. So I loved it. And then it was, come from Castlevania. Again, you got me hooked. Take my money. But it just didn't hit home for me. And that's probably a personal thing. I think if you go on Chronicles of the Wolf, it's not overwhelmingly positive, but I think it's very positive. So it's, a lot of people like it. Maybe I was frustrated with the difficulty settings. I don't know. Maybe I was in a bad mood that day. My moods do affect the way I see things, just like everybody else. So, but if I had to pick one that I'm not super high on, it would probably, I don't know, maybe Neon Heart City. And that's more personal, my preference. But I would think what everybody, if they saw the game, they would probably vote out Day of Drift first, just because it is simple. But then again, you have to play it. That's just one of those you have to play. I'm about to drop a video. My next Super Nintendo review is Top Gear. And Top Gear is like, if you just watch gameplay on it, you're like, well, get this sucker out of here. But you have to play it. Like, it's a top 3 Super Nintendo racing game. Easy. I mean, you got Super Mario Kart, F-Zero, Top Gear. Some might put Top Gear above one of the other two. I don't know. Like, Top Gear is a really good game. But if you just watch it, you're like, eh. But playing it's really fun. That's most racing games, I feel like. So Day of Drift is one of those, if I showed it to you, you'd be like, get him out of here. But I think you just got to play it. So anyway, point and click fan here. Rob, tell me why you like point and click. I'm interested to hear that. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but if you're being for real, I am interested in why you like point and click. Actually, speaking of point and click, What's the game? Maniac Mansion. Is that an NES point and click? I think so. Somebody's making Let me say it right. Is it Cronella's Mansion? Somebody's making a sequel to it and like making it on NES and SNES hardware, selling it to the masses. And I backed it on Kickstarter. I'm hoping to get that game in the next year or so when it comes out. But it is a NES, and he's doing both. He's not just like putting it on two different games. Like he is from scratch building it for both systems. So when it comes out on Super Nintendo, it's a point and click because it's a sequel to Maniac Mansion, which is a big point and click for the NES. So when it comes out, before it does, I'm going to play the original one, then play that one. And since I like the whole Monster Mayhem and the classic monsters, I think that's something I'm going to like more because I don't want the whole cyberpunk thing and the story and the ending that kind of fell flat a little bit for me. I don't want that to taint my first experience with a point and click. And I go, well, I don't like point and click, but really I just didn't like that game. And this seems more of my vibe, my aesthetic. So maybe I'll enjoy the mechanics of point and click more, being as though that's the case. Rob says, yep, love point and click games. Grew up mainly with Sierra games. Space Quest and King's Quest are bangers. I'm gonna have to look those up. I will add them to the backlog. Thank you, Rob. I always love a good rec. Okay, everybody, we are down to the time where we count them votes. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sneak peek though, because I can't wait. All right, so let's go. The votes are in. All right, everybody. I'll give you one more second. Make your last vote. Make your last vote. Make your last vote. I'm about to close it. And yep, votes are in. All right, Electric, you know your job. You got to get the fire started, my friend. Throw some diesel on there for you. Campfire is glowing. Everybody gather around. Pull up a stump. Pull up a log there. You can sit on that ice chest. That's fine. I got a few rocking chairs around. Everybody just grab a seat. Crisscross applesauce. If you don't want it, we don't have enough. Hopefully we do. But everybody gather around. I have in my hands the tally. I have in my hands the game that's going to go home first from Indie Edition of Retro Survivor. And that game is, let me get my red X out. That game is Neon Heart City. So Neon Heart City, what's going to happen next is, you can probably hear it in the distance now, there's a boat on its way, and this boat is going to come pick you up, take you off this island, take you back to the mainland, and you are no longer going to be a part of Retro Survivor. So everybody wave bye to Neon Heart City. Bye, Neon Heart City. See ya. And you can hear the boat fading off in the distance. All right. Somebody put out the campfire, and we'll kind of close this thing up. Yeah, let's get the campfire put out. We don't want a hazard on the island. I want to come back to it up in flames. All right, guys, so we have our first casualty of Retro Survivor. So now we have Tierscape, Shrines Legacy, Dungeon Antiqua 2, Windswept, Look Outside Quartet, Retro Rewind, which you saw today, Colossus Eternal Blight, Gundroid, Contra 3 Modernized, Cast and Chill, Day of Drift, Chronicles of the Wolf, Easy Delivery Co. So Neon Heart City has left us. That leads us down to what we got, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games. 13 games left. Man, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys also enjoyed Retro Rewind. Actually, it kind of got me excited about it again. I think I might go play it a little bit more tonight. I got some free time, so I might be playing some more Retro Rewind. I got to get my shelves lined up. My shelves are in the back. They got to be in the middle. I gotta spruce it up some. I got to spruce it up. Okay, let me go back to the chat one more time, and then we will close this episode. Appreciate you guys for being here. I really, really do. Question I have now is Jake Team Edward or Team Jacob? Is that a Twilight reference? I don't know. Didn't watch Twilight. I will say the earliest memory that I have of being in theaters and there being a line out to the door. So we got like this one, it's called Tinseltown, and it's in West Monroe. That's about where I live in Louisiana. And so one movie theater, and dude, there just hasn't been many times in my life that's not, well, even now superheroes and Avengers have kind of died off. But there was a time when like if a new Avengers movie come out, there was a line to the door. But there's not many times that I can remember where like there was a line to the front door all the way from a theater. That was one of them. When the Twilight movies came out, dude, I remember there being such a, like that is a memory burned in my brain. I'm like, why are we standing in line for this? What in the, what? I had no idea. Like there was a few girls that read the books or whatever. I'm like, okay, this is kind of your thing. This is kind of like the equivalent of girls watching Grey's Anatomy now. Like this is just something you do. I had no idea the cultural impact that it had, and that's how many people were like. That's just a memory that's like ingrained in me. I never watched the movies. I've never read the book. I just have heard that they're cheesy and it's like, oh, they're not any good, but they're like, that's something I watch for enjoyment or for comfort. And if you start out with, hey, they're really not any good, but like you haven't sold me on the movie, so I don't know if I'll ever watch them. Anyway, so I don't know what team I'm on. I'm trying to think of some other movies that I remember lying being all the way to the door. Harry Potter movies when they come out. Endgame, of course, the Avengers movies. Dude, Obsession was kind of crazy recently. There was I haven't been in a packed house like that in a long time because movies have kind of died down. They've gotten a resurgence in the past year or two, which I've enjoyed being a movie guy. But man, Obsession, like being in a packed theater like that, that was pretty cool. But one of the earliest memories I have of that long of a line to see a movie was Twilight. And if none of this was about Twilight and there's another Team Jacob and Team Edward, just dismiss everything I just said. Okay, where was I at on the chat? It sort of hurts voting a game off without seeing you play it. Yeah, it does hurt. Go check out the review. It was made like a year or so ago now, so I think my thumbnails look a little bit different. The video styles might be a little bit different, but it's still me talking about it. Go check it out, DDR. Need an answer, Jake. Team Edward or Jacob? Bro, I don't know. I see your question, Michael B. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Got to go outside. Take care of everybody. Great episode. Appreciate it, DDR. Jake pondered his life while standing at said line, then scalped his ticket for an SNES game, probably. Yeah, dude. Actually, it was the theater, so like you didn't buy a Super Nintendo game there. But anyway, man, appreciate you guys for watching. I really, really do. I enjoy Tuesdays. I enjoy every Tuesday because all the guys are hanging out. Seems like every season gets more fun. Come back next time. If you want to be caught up to speed on everything, and I'm not trying to tell you this as like, hey, here's a plug to watch more content. I'm telling you so you can be up to, like literally, so we can all talk about the games next week because that'd be fun. But all these games are on my channel besides Chronicles of the Wolf. You can go watch a trailer of that or a gameplay video of that, somebody else. I'm sure there's another good video about it somewhere. So, but go watch all these games. And that way, next week when we come to talk about it, you have something to put forth in the conversation. And that way we can have some good debates going on. Because that's what makes this fun. It's like, no Gun Droid because of this. No Retro Rewind because of this. And that way we kind of like all play off each other. And that's a ton of fun to me. So go watch some videos. You got some homework. Come back next week and we will vote someone else off. We haven't had a twist yet this season. You never know when it's going to happen. You got to stay tuned to find out. See you guys next Tuesday. Again, I really appreciate it.